share our story because we are more concerned with keeping our title that we've earned instead of sharing and living in our truth. We are more concerned about maintaining our image instead of being impactful. We are more concerned about our status amongst our peers than showing people the way. We are more concerned with not disappointing others than being determined to express what God has done in our life. Because I've noticed that oftentimes we only tell parts of our story. We begin to negotiate what we will share and what we won't share. We like to tell the stories that are self-gratifying, that are vague, the stories that are just enough but won't deliver nobody. We like to tell just enough to show that we have a relationship with God, but not enough for people to see or experience the power of God. We like to share just enough to show that we finally obeyed God, but not enough for people to witness the grace of God in our lives. We like to share just enough to show that we grew up in the church, but not enough for people that have the hope in God that we say that we trust. We like to share about how our spouse, the loved one, got saved, but we don't like to share about the hell we went through the years before they got saved. We like to share about how long we've been married, but we don't share about how God restored our marriage and taught us how to really love one another. We like to share about how God has blessed us with children, but we don't like to share about how God has helped us to love our children after we dealt with PTSD. We like to share about how great motherhood is, but we don't like to share the struggle and the depression that we went through when we tried to conceive for years. We like to share how we got our degree, but we don't like to share about how we felt inferior at times going through the process. We like to share about the job that we have, but we don't like to share about how there were times when we felt that we could not measure up to our boss's expectations. We like to share about how close we are to our families, but we don't like to discuss the family secrets that would dismantle our image. We like to share about how gifted and anointed we are, but we don't often like to talk about how we wrestle with pride and arrogance as a result. We like to share that we are comfortable in our own skin, but we don't like to talk about how we become depressed when we can't fit in our clothes. We like to share about how long we've been saved, but we don't like to share about the times when we doubted God and lost our faith.